flip it up. Good morning, students. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome back. My name is Mrs. Moore, and I'm the Assistant Principal for Academics. This is our course information presentation. In a few minutes, each department chairperson will provide you with information on available course offerings for next year in their departments. Please use the information you hear today, along with the course selection guides that are printed in front of you and the course selection worksheet. During this time, it is a good idea to also seek advice from your parents, counselors, and teachers. Please do not choose courses just because your friends are taking them. Your academic profile is a personal reflection that is unique to you. It is very important that you make sure you are on track for graduation and building a solid transcript that reflects your hard work during your 4 years at Nazareth Academy High School. After course selections are made and verified by the department chairpersons, a list of your requested courses will be sent home to your parents for confirmation. I will make every effort to place you into your requested courses. However, there is no guarantee. If I'm unable to complete your schedule, I will contact you over summer to discuss course options so the best possible schedule can be achieved. Many courses have individual course and grade prerequisites. Please be sure to pay close attention to them. In addition, a GPA of 3.5 is needed to take an honors course, and a GPA of 3.75 is needed to take an AP course. Be sure to also pay attention to the Nazareth Academy grade scale and quality points. This is how your GPA is determined and is accumulated at the end of each semester. This grade scale can also be found in both the student handbook and the course catalog. At the end of the presentation, I will email you a link to the video in case you would like to reference it again later. All information can be found in the course catalog that is available on the school website. Course registration can be done by logging into your PowerSchool account and clicking course registration button that will be available starting tomorrow. If there is a course you're interested in that is not available to you through the portal, please either send me an email or stop by my office, room 325. You can make as many changes as you'd like until the portal closes on January 21st. Up next, we will kick off the presentations with the English department. Thank you in advance to your close attention. My prayers are with you during this important process. Good morning, students.
Okay. Good morning, rising sophomores. Welcome back. This is really very simple for you. In order to proceed into English 2, you need to have a passing grade in English 1. To be placed in Honors English 2, you need to have an A in English 1 or an A- in Honors English 1. In addition, you need a GPA of 3.5 and department approval. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop by or email me. I'm in room 322. Thanks. Have a great day.
Do I get a teleprompter? Good morning, freshmen, sophomores, freshmen, freshmen. I'm Mr. Clark from the Social Studies Department, and your options are a little bit limited. We have a couple AP classes for you and a couple regular classes. For AP, there's AP Gov and AP US History with a 3.75 GPA and an A or A minus with Honors World Civ. Also, there's American Government, US 1. So like for right now, your options are a little bit limited, but if you have any questions, you can always see me in room 13 or at 3B lunch when I am keeping order. Any questions? See me. Have a good day.
Good morning, girls. I'm Mrs. Sylvester, and I'm here to talk to you about your math selection for your sophomore year. You don't have too many choices. Everyone should have taken Algebra 1 this year or Honors Algebra 2. You are required to take Algebra 2, so that is the next class that you will take unless you have already taken Honors Algebra 2. Then you would move into Geometry. Those are your 3 required courses, and you must take all of those before you can take any electives. If you are thinking of taking electives in your future, please consider doubling your math next year. You can take Algebra 2 and Geometry as long as you have earned at least a B+ in Algebra 1. Okay, if you have any other questions about doubling, if you did get into Honors Algebra 2 this year, you could also consider Honors Geometry. But just remember, for any honors course, you need a GPA of 3.5 or better. And if you have any questions about how to double or what you should double in, please see your math teacher, or you can talk to me in room 213. Thank you.
Good morning, freshmen. This is Mrs. McDonald. I'm the chairperson of the science department, and I'm here to talk to you today about your course selection for your sophomore year. You should all have completed biology or currently be in a biology course that you'll complete. Therefore, you're going to move into, in sophomore year, a chemistry course. You have a few options depending on whether you meet certain prerequisite grades for chemistry. In honors chemistry, you need to have a minimum GPA of at least 3.5, and you need to meet the course prerequisite grades for a minimum grade in your biology course and also in your algebra course. So you can check out the catalog for those minimum grades. And you need to meet both of those minimum grades for biology and algebra, as well as the third prerequisite, which is the minimum GPA. You have to meet all three of those prerequisites. Those going into college prep chemistry, you also have minimum prerequisite grades in biology and algebra. And likewise for conceptual chemistry. And so for honors chemistry, you would need to meet both of those minimum requirements. For conceptual chemistry, there are requirements for biology and algebra grades, and you would only need to meet one of those prerequisite grades, either the biology or the algebra grade, or possibly both of them. The only other option for rising sophomores is environmental science, which is offered to sophomores who think they might need another year of mathematics under their belt before they take a chemistry course as a junior. So if you think that applies to you, you would register for environmental science. Note that you would still have to take a chemistry course when you enter junior year, but you can skip it for now and take the environmental science if you think you need another year of math. If you have any questions about any of the prerequisites or any of the course selection options, you can feel free to stop in the physics lab and see me, room 123, or you can send me an email. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mish Malko, and I am the Director of Performing Arts here at Nazareth. And I am here today to talk to you about all of the different options for music lessons and music classes here at school. First, any student can sign up for music lessons using the QR code or the link on the screen. Music lessons are open to everyone, even if you're not taking a music class. If you're thinking about trying something new, we've had many students decide to pick up an instrument or restart an instrument that they used to play in grade school. If you are taking a lesson, you have the option to be a music minor. By taking a lesson and being in one of our performing groups like orchestra or chorus, that gives you a half of credit on your report card as a music minor. For rising sophomores that are currently taking Music Major 1, the natural progression is to continue with Music Major 2. That class is typically 3 half blocks a week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. In this course, you'll continue with your musical knowledge of triads, seventh chords and inversions, and more advanced sight singing, and you will start part writing. If you did not take the music major course this year, but you are interested in signing on for next year, we do have the option to take a combination course of Music Major 1 and Music Major 2, which will run 5 half blocks a week. If you have any questions, please email me or stop by my office. I'm room 101 on the first floor. And this is also a reminder to fill out the music department registration form in addition to the form that you register for your courses on PowerSchool.
Good morning, ladies. Dr. Severino here, and welcome to Course Selection Day. And it's my honor and privilege to let you know about some of the wonderful courses that we offer down in the Innovation Center. So I'm going to start with the Product Design 1 class, which is our first class beyond the freshman rotation. Now, that class is more or less an extension of what you've experienced in your freshman rotation. We get a little deeper, however. You'll learn more about design theory, and you'll get more involved with complex coursework, complex design work. And that's a great course to get, I guess, a familiarization for later on courses that'll be available to you when you're a junior and a senior. So the Product Design 1 class, again, it's more or less an extension. You'll go more in depth with some of the skills that you were introduced to during your 9th grade year. Now, the Honor Studio CAD with Autodesk Fusion, which is open to our 11th and 12th graders. If you are starting to think about perhaps going into any kind of engineering field, a design field, that would be a great class for you to take. That is, I have to emphasize this is not going to be the what's running right now, the 2D and 3D product design 2 class. This is a class that's going to immerse you in professional grade software, and that'll be Autodesk Fusion. So you're going to learn everything about that software, parametric design, dimensional analysis, everything. And that would be a fantastic course, again, for those people that have any kind of deep design work inclination, or if you want to go into an engineering field. I highly recommend that you take that class. Read that course description very clearly, okay, and in depth. If you sign up for that class, please come and see me first. I want you to understand what that class is all about. That is going to immerse you in software, okay, professional grade software. It'll be a fantastic learning experience for you. The last specialized class that I offer is the business and entrepreneurship class. That's brand new. That's running right now. And you're going to go through a full design cycle. But the emphasis is going to be to have you develop your entrepreneurial mindset and innovation mindset for business and breaking new ground. Okay, whether you plan to go into business or any particular field, whatsoever. Okay, that's going to teach you to be a leader. Okay, how to think holistically, how to manage all the individual components that make up a problem solution. And I have to wind this up right now. So listen, God bless all of you. Remain strong. Believe in yourselves, ladies. And I hope to see you next year in the Innovation Center. God bless all of you.
Morning, girls. You might need to adjust the volume so you can hear me. I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. If you want to take art as a sophomore, you can sign up for Drawing One. If you've already taken a full credit of art as an art scholar, or if your schedule made you take a full credit, then you would sign up for Painting One. If you have any questions, stop in to see me. That's it.
Good morning, students. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome back to school. My name is Mrs. Moore, and I'm the Assistant Principal for Academics. This is our course information presentation. In a few minutes, each department chairperson will provide you with information on available course offerings for next year in their departments. Please use the information you hear today, along with the course selection guides that are printed in front of you and the course selection worksheet. During this time, it is a good idea to also seek advice from your parents, counselors, and teachers. Please do not choose courses just because your friends are taking them. Your academic profile is a personal reflection that is unique to you. It is very important that you make sure you are on track for graduation and building a solid transcript that reflects your hard work during your 4 years at Nazareth Academy High School. After course selections are made and verified by the department chairpersons, a list of your requested courses will be sent home to your parents for confirmation. I will make every effort to place you into your requested courses. However, there is no guarantee. If I'm unable to complete your schedule, I will contact you over summer to discuss course options so the best possible schedule can be achieved. Many courses have individual course and grade prerequisites. Please be sure to pay close attention to them. In addition, a GPA of 3.5 is needed to take an honors course, and a GPA of 3.75 is needed to take an AP course. Be sure to also pay attention to the Nazareth Academy grade scale and quality points. This is how your GPA is determined and is accumulated at the end of each semester. This grade scale can also be found in both the student handbook and the course catalog. At the end of the presentation, I will email you a link to the video in case you would like to reference it again later. All information can be found in the course catalog that is available on the school website. Course registration can be done through your PowerSchool account and clicking course registration button that will be available starting tomorrow. If there is a course you're interested in that is not available to you through the portal, please either send me an email or stop by my office, room 325. You can make as many changes as you'd like until the portal closes on January 21st. Up next, we will kick off the presentations with the English department. Thank you in advance to your close attention. My prayers are with you during this important process.
Good morning, girls, and welcome back. Rising juniors, in order to proceed into English 3, you need to have a passing grade in English 2. To be placed in Honors English 3, you need to have an A in English 2 or an A- in Honors English 2. A GPA of 3.5 is required. To be placed in AP Language and Composition, all students must have an A in English 2 or Honors English 2 and a GPA of 3.75 and department approval. The difference, girls, between these two classes is that Honors English 3 combines literature and writing. AP Lang does not incorporate literature. All readings are nonfiction, and this is a writing-intensive class, so please choose wisely. Rising seniors, in order to proceed into English 4, you need to have a passing grade in English 3. To be placed in Honors English 4, you need to have an A in English 3 or an A- in Honors English 3 or AP Lang. A GPA of 3.5 is required. To be placed in AP Literature and Composition, you must have an A in English 3 or an A- in Honors English 3 or AP Lang. In addition, you need a 3.75 GPA and department approval. We're introducing a new English elective next year. This is offered only to juniors and seniors with priority given to seniors. So this class is in addition to whatever senior English class you're taking, and it is a half a credit. The name of the course is called Young Adult Literature and Film. So this elective explores the evolving world of young adult literature and film. You'll be engaged in thoughtful analysis of themes such as identity, coming of age, social justice, friendship, and resilience. For more information about this course, please see Miss Payton in room 216. If you have any questions about any English courses, please feel free to email me or stop by room 322. Thank you, girls. Have a great day.
Good morning, juniors and potential seniors. Mr. Clark from the Social Studies Department here. By now, you should have most of your required courses done, and you are now open to a lot of electives. We have a lot of electives. We have American Government, Psychology, AP Psychology, Criminalistic Forensics, still have AP Gov, Epidemiology throughout history, Sociology, and a new course this year called Modern Societal Issues. If you're wondering what that is, it basically deals with issues in today's modern society. If you have any questions, you could always see me in room 13. I'm also at the 3B lunch. But by now, any AP class, you need a 375 to take that course. So if you have any questions, you know me, I'm around, find me, and have a good day. Shout out Mary Clark. Thank you.
Good morning, girls. I'm here to talk to you about the course selections in math for next year. Please remember that as you are becoming juniors or seniors, you should have all taken your required courses. All courses are required in algebra and geometry must be taken before you can roster for an elective class. Okay, so if you are thinking of doubling and you still need to take geometry next year, you must make sure that the geometry class is in the first semester so that you can take your second math in the second semester. Okay, the geometry must be completed before you take an elective. Our elective courses are in trig precalculus, calculus, and statistics. Okay, everything is also offered at the honors and the AP level, except for the trig precalculus. That's just the regular and the honors level. Just remember that for any honors course, you must have a 3.5 GPA and you must meet the prerequisites that are listed in the course catalog. We are very strict about those prerequisites. Also, if you're taking an AP class, again, there are strict prerequisites that you must meet along with a 3.75 GPA. All right, girls, just remember that if you are taking elective classes, okay, that means that you are serious about taking the calculus or the statistics. So that's the reason you want to double. If you are not serious about taking math electives, please don't double up in your junior year. You just take the geometry and then you can take your trig precalculus or statistics in your senior year. Okay, if you have any questions about what you need to roster for, please see me in room 213. Have a great day.
Good morning, rising juniors and rising seniors. This is Mrs. McDonald, chairperson of the Science Department, and I'm here today to talk about your junior and senior options for your science course selections. As you can see in your course catalog, page 33 and several pages following, there are numerous options for juniors and seniors. This is the time when you can double up in science if you are interested in taking more than one science course. I'd like to start with juniors and rising juniors and seniors who may not have taken a chemistry course yet. For example, if you took an environmental science course as a sophomore, Make sure that you take as a junior or senior a chemistry course if you have not already, because that is required for graduation. Furthermore, you need a total of at least 3 science courses in order to graduate Nazareth Academy, and you can take as many as you want above that. So you can see the numerous options available for juniors and seniors. Let's take a look at environmental science. So if you didn't take that as a sophomore, that is certainly an option for you as a junior or senior. And the only prerequisite for environmental science is completion of a biology course. If you are interested in any kind of healthcare field, you might be interested in anatomy and physiology. The prerequisite for that is that you need at least a C- average in a biology course, and you must have completed any of the chemistry courses that we offer. To be in honors physics, this is offered to juniors and seniors who have a minimum GPA, because it's an honors course, minimum GPA of 3.5. You also need teacher approval. You need at least a B average in Algebra 2, and you need to have completed any of the chemistry courses. Contemporary astronomy is available to any student, junior or senior, who has achieved at least a B in biology and has completed any chemistry course. AP biology, it has a little bit, the AP courses have more prerequisites, obviously. So for all of our prerequisite GPAs, you need at least a GPA of 3.750, and you can see the additional requirements for other coursework in AP biology, and you need to meet all of those prerequisites to be placed in AP biology. Likewise, for AP chemistry, you need a minimum GPA of 3.750. You need to meet teacher approval. You need at least an A- in honors chemistry, and that is for juniors and seniors only. Same thing for advanced placement physics. You need a minimum of GPA of 3.750. You must meet teacher approval. You need at least an A- in honors geometry or an A in geometry. And that also, these are all 2-semester courses, just so you know. Any student who takes an AP science course, like any of the AP courses at Nazareth, is required to take the AP exam at the end of the school year. So if you have any questions about your science courses, you can come see me in the physics lab, room 123, or you can send me an email in school. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mish Schmelko, and I'm the Director of Performing Arts here at Nazareth. And I am here today to talk to you about all of the different options for music lessons and music classes here at school. First, any student can sign up for music lessons using the QR code or the link on the screen. Music lessons are open to everyone, even if you're not taking a music class. If you're thinking about trying something new, we've had many students decide to pick up an instrument or restart an instrument that they used to play in grade school. If you are taking a lesson, you have the option to be a music minor. By taking a lesson and being in one of our performing groups like orchestra or chorus, that gives you a half of credit on your report card as a music minor. Rising juniors who are currently in Music Major 2 have the option to roster for Honors Music Major 3. This is an honors course that would give you 4.5 quality points on your report card. And in this course, we work on part writing, melodic and harmonic dictation, and advanced sight singing. For rising seniors who are currently in Honors Music Major 3, your course options for next year are AP Music, Honors Music 4, and Honors Music Seminar 5. In AP Music and Honors Music 4, we work on solidifying your knowledge of diatonic and chromatic harmony and form, along with advanced dictation and sight singing. If you do roster for the AP course, you are expected to take the AP exam in May. The Honors Music Seminar 5 course is a course that takes shape based on the interests and needs of the students that are rostered for the course. Taking your music theory knowledge that you've gained over the past 3 years and applying it to more advanced study. Some topics in our past courses have included composition and arranging, musical theater study, learning the International Phonetic Alphabet, and conducting. This is an honors course, so it will give you 4.5 quality points. If you have any questions, please email me or stop by my office. I'm room 101 on the first floor. And this is also a reminder to fill out the music department registration form in addition to the form that you register for your courses on PowerSchool.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Madame Durkin, and I am the chair of the World Language Department. I'm here to discuss those girls who would like to go on with any honors class level 3, and that would involve French, Italian, Spanish, and Latin. To proceed with honors in any of the languages, you must have a B average in the level 2 of your present language to go on to honors 3. That's fairly simple. There's not much to that. For those seniors or rising seniors that are interested in going on to honors in all of the languages, you must have a B in your present language to go on to any honors language course. For those seniors that are interested in going on to AP in their language, they must have an A minus, I suppose an A or an A minus in their course, plus a 3.75 GPA average. So that's all I have as far as languages are concerned. If you have any questions, you feel free to come and ask me or ask your teachers, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you for your attention.
Okay, good morning, ladies. Dr. Sev here, and it's going to be my honor and privilege to tell you about some of the coursework that runs out of the Innovation Center. So for those going into 10th grade next year, well, actually 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, okay, you will have an opportunity to take the Product Design 1 class, and that's more or less an extension of what you would have had in your 9th grade year during the freshman rotation. But you'll get more heavily involved with design theory and also just learning how to work in, say, like a professional grade studio environment. So Product Design 1, that will give you a good immersion in the creative studies, creative arts. And if you're thinking about maybe perhaps pursuing any kind of design field beyond high school, that's a good primer course for you. The Honors Studio CAD with Autodesk Fusion, that is not, and I want to emphasize this, that is not the currently running Product Design 2 class. That is a brand new course. If you're interested in going into engineering perhaps, or a more in-depth design field that involves automation, anything like that, computer applications, that would be a great class for you. You would use professional grade software, Autodesk Fusion. You would also have an opportunity to earn an Autodesk certification, which looks good for your college resume. So if you're thinking about taking that class, ladies, I'd like to ask that you please read that description thoroughly and then come and see me if you're interested, and then we can talk about your enrollment in the class. All right, so that's the Autodesk Fusion class. And then finally, there's a brand new class that's running now, and that'll be available to you next year. That's the Business and Entrepreneurship class, and that's in that class you're going to learn how to think like an innovator. You'll develop an entrepreneurial mindset, if you will. We'll go through design cycles, business cycles, product design cycles, but that'll teach you how to view things holistically. And I think that'd be a good class for you to take, irregardless of whatever professional field you so choose to pursue beyond high school. So if you have any questions about any of the classes that are in the description, please come and see me down at the Innovation Center, and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Always believe in yourselves, ladies. God bless all of you. Keep you safe, and good luck with your course selection.
Good morning, rising juniors and rising seniors. I actually had the easiest job out of all of the chair people because the only prerequisite for you choosing of your theology courses is that you have actually passed your sophomore and junior theology course, and there is no reason why you cannot do that. You do the work. So if you look on page 47 of your course catalog, you'll see that for rising juniors and rising seniors, you have some courses you may choose from. But I want to just say that Mrs. Moore may not be able to get you into your first choice. So you get a choice of 5 of them. And just know that one of them is world religions, very interesting. Another one is the Catholic Church in a Changing World, which deals with the modern problems and the modern insights of the Catholic Church. There's Women in the Church. I believe your course catalog calls it the Women Who Shaped Church History, but it is the Women in the Church. There's Catholic Social Teaching, Peace and Justice. That's a course. And then finally, the Theology of the Body, Catholic Morality course. So they all kind of sound like theology courses. I think they're self-explanatory, but you may not be able to get into your first course. You may not be able to even fit theology into your schedule. And so Sister Teresa Mary will talk to you a little bit about dual enrollment. You could take an online course in the summer. And then if we're really between a rock and a hard place, Mrs. Moore will ask you if you want to take an independent theology course where we would give you the syllabus and the tests and the notes and the books, and you would work on it at your own pace. All of our theology courses run for 1 semester. So from August to say Christmas to January to May. Now, a half block would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So theology every day. But in most instances, it's Monday, Wednesday, and half a Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, half a Friday. Also, as a disclaimer, the music department is free to schedule your music lessons during a half a block of theology, and you'll get caught up. And at the end of each block, your counseling department is free to call upon you. So we're rather fluid. And with that being said, I just want you to be aware that while as a department chair, I do care about the content. Mostly. But at the end of the day, if after having taken a theology course or several of them, and you're not more compassionate, you're not more empathetic, you're not more prayerful, then you really didn't take the course. And so I want to just emphasize that when you come into a theology course, we really want you to deepen your relationship with God, with Jesus, with the Holy Spirit, with however you call your supreme being. But it's because at the end of the semester, if you've not grown as a person, and if you have not grown more in love with God, then it really was a waste of time. And I say that as a department chair. So if you have any questions, you please see me. You have all of these options. So just remember that if the options don't fit you, Sister Teresa Mary is coming up pretty soon. Okay, thank you. God bless.
Good morning, Nazareth. So my name's Mr. Marchese. I'm the Computer and Business Department Chair. So we'll talk about computer and business electives. First, let's go business, since B comes before C. Business, computer. All right, business electives. The first one, financial management, not an elective. You have to take it. Have to take it or you can't graduate. The state of Pennsylvania has mandated that every high school student has to take financial management before they graduate. So if you don't take it junior year, You have to take it senior year. Okay, good. Second business elective is Introduction to Business. Great course, semester long course, all about the American business structure and environment and the concepts and functions behind starting, running a successful business. So if you're interested in any kind of business, entrepreneurial stuff, Intro to Business, great course to take. Computer courses, we have a slew of computer courses. That means a lot. Computer applications is the first one. So that's the Microsoft Office suite. Just because you can get on TikTok and post stuff to Instagram doesn't mean you know how to use a computer. So Office is a great class. Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Outlook. So the fundamentals of using Office in a business setting. Desktop publishing and web design. Anything that you can think of, you can make in desktop publishing, and then you can convert that into a web page. So that's the types of things that we're going to be doing. Photography and video editing, digital photography and video editing is Photoshop. So if you have that, I know none of you date it, but if you have, and you want to cut that boy out of the picture, take Photoshop. I can teach you how to cut him out of the picture. Maybe add somebody else in. So Photoshop, editing digital images, and then Premiere, which is the video editing software. And then we get to honors stuff. Honors computer science principles and AP computer science principles. So computer science principles generically is a broad class of all computer science majors, from networking, like linking computers together, how they talk to each other, how they talk to printers, to programming. So everything in between. Cybersecurity, we touch on every single aspect. Now, the difference between honors computer science and AP computer science is the requirements. So for honors computer science, you have to have finished Algebra 1, passed Algebra 1, and a 3.5 cumulative GPA. For AP, you have to have a 3.75 cumulative GPA and passed Algebra 1. If you take the advanced placement, you must take the advanced placement test. Any questions? I'm in room 324. Okay, thanks.
Right now? Good morning, girls. So for rising juniors, your options are drawing 1, painting 1, and ceramics 1. Your eligibility depends on which classes in art you've already taken. If you haven't taken any art classes yet, actually, if you haven't taken a full credit of art just yet, then you would take drawing 1. The other 2, you come see me and we'll talk about what the options are, painting and ceramics. Also new this year is AP Art History. So definitely look into that and look at the prerequisites for taking that as well. So check the course catalog. Okay, for rising seniors, your options are painting 1 if you have not had a full credit in art just yet. So you would sign up for painting 1. If you have taken art, your options are honors advanced studio art, ceramics 1, honors portfolio art. Also, again, new this year is AP Art History. So please check the prerequisites or stop to see me or Mrs. McKenna if you have any questions. Thank you so much.
going to tell me when to start. Oh, here we go. Okay, good morning, ladies. I'm Sister Teresa Mary, and I'm here to speak about dual enrollment and AVLI. So these are courses that you might want to take outside of Nazareth. Please know that as soon as I am finished here, I am going to send to the Rising Juniors and the Rising Seniors. I will send you the presentation that I'm giving. So please listen right now. If you are interested in taking a course in the summer or next year through AVLI and Holy Family University, please contact me by email. Tell me if you are a Rising Junior or a Rising Senior, and please tell me, are you interested in something for the summer or for the fall? Give me some idea, but please contact me and then I will contact you. So you have to send an email to me. Please note that if a specific course is offered here at Nazareth, you may not take it at AVLI or Holy Family. AVLI is the Jesuit online courses. They're all online. It's $285, and it's a high school course, and that money would be payable to Nazareth Academy High School. Holy Family University could be an online course or in person, and that's $200. Our new president just did some negotiation. That's a very good price. That is a major discount from the regular 3-credit course that a Holy Family student would be spending. On both of AVLI and Holy Family, you need a signed contract. I will prepare the contract for you. Now, let's concern summer geometry. Please know that the purpose for taking a theology in the summer is to take an additional course at Nazareth Academy in its place. Any student who's taking theology in the summer should be requesting 7 or 8 credits for the following year. AVLI theology are usually Catholic authors or bioethics. That's $285, and it's a high school course only, and it's online. Holy Family University, dual enrollment theology, they only really offer basics of Catholic faith. That is online, and that's $200. And a Holy Family credit. The specific dates for all of these courses will come in time. Neither AVLI or Holy Family grade is calculated into the Nazareth Academy High School GPA, but that credit is counted and it is noted on your Nazareth transcript as well as your grade being noted. All AP classes on AVLI follow the same requirements of Nazareth, which is a GPA of a 3.75, and you are required to take, if you take an AP class for AVLI, you are required to take the AP exam at the end of the year. I will go down now and I will send you what I've just presented. And please notice some of the dates that are there. If you have any questions, you can email me, but please, if you are interested in this, you must email me. I already have 2 girls who were so proactive, they've already emailed me. Thank you very much.